You ever stop and think about what kind of war we're heading into? I mean, really think. Because everything around us is changing fast. The way we shop, the way we work, how we store value. It's all shifting. And in the middle of that storm, there's this one thing that just stands still: Bitcoin. People keep asking, is it too late? But they don't get it. This isn't just about catching a pump or making a quick trade. This is about getting on a lifeboat before the tide really pull out. Because the dollar, it's leaking. Real estate, priced to the moon. Bonds, they're IOUs from bankrupt governments. And gold cannot move at the speed of the internet. But Bitcoin is a whole different beast. It doesn't care about borders. It doesn't bow to central banks. It doesn't dilute, inflate, or beg for bailouts. It's locked at 21 million forever. No politician can change that. No war, no vote, no emergency printing press. And if you've been stacking even just a little bit, I hope you realize how rare that decision really is. Because the majority of the people, they're not stacking. They're not paying attention. They're just trying to keep their head above water. But you're not just protecting yourself. You're planting a flag for your future family. Think about it like this. One day, your grandkids are going to ask, how did we end up owning this land? How did our families get all these options? And the answer might be, because you saw what was coming and you made the move. You didn't chase hype. You didn't try to times the top. You just quietly understood what Bitcoin meant and you got some. Even just a few thousand sats. Because the truth is, in the future, people won't ask how many dollars you had. They'll ask how many Satoshis. And owning even a small amount might open doors your family never thought possible. Listen and mark my word, there will be billions of people who will have to work to get Satoshis. And I mean that literally. In the future, no one's going to sell Bitcoin in the ways we're doing right now. They'll work for it just like we work for dollars today. That'll be the only ways to get it. Why? Because the free markets won't just keep handing it out. It'll be locked up, passed it down, protected. And here's some things you probably don't hear on the news. Between Russia and China, they're already using Bitcoins to settle oil trades. That's not theories anymore. That's real. They're moving away from the dollar, sidestepping sanctions, and using Bitcoins to transact directly between two global superpowers. That's right there. That's the future's taking shapes in real time. A future where Bitcoin is the neutral, trustless layer for world trade. Eventually, as Bitcoin keeps climbing, and it will, most people will miss the chance to buy it outright. They will exchange their time for it. They drive for it, code for it, labor for it, just like we grind 40, 50 hours a week for monies that loses values every single year. But if you already own Bitcoin, even just a small stash, you flips the equation. You bought it with cheap dollars when it was still laughed at. You got in before the world priced it properly. And here's where it gets even crazier. One day, most or all countries will trade oils in Bitcoin. You'll buy properties through smart contracts and settle in minutes, not months. Miners will power entire neighborhoods with recycled energy. AI corporations will hold Bitcoins on their books because it's the only things that can't be manipulated. And entire banking systems might collapse under their own weight, and Bitcoins were just ticking blocks after block. You will see young people getting paid in sats for doing works online. Freelancers, teachers, gamers, even kids in remote villages earning Bitcoins directly. No banks accounts, no wire transfer, no gatekeepers. Just pure unstoppable value moving at the speed of light. And as all of that unfolds, you be the one who gets it early. Not because you had a crystal ball, but because you took the time to understand what this really is. This is legacy. This is generational. We're not just stacking for a rainy day, we're stacking for the day when the world finally catches on. Because when it does, you won't just be rich, you'll be respected. You'll be the one that didn't flinch. You bought the hardest monies the world has ever known before the world realized what it was worth. And one day, when your name's on the deed, or the trust, or the cold wallet, and your grandkid asks, how we end up with all these? You can just smile and say, I understood Bitcoin and I didn't wait. With that said, my friends, whatever amounts of sats you have, don't forget to hold it tight and stack it right. Take care.